Baby dolls, you're my friend. I love and appreciate you. And I've been waiting over 1 year to make this video. You see, I had a prophecy. My prophecy was that in the bear market of crypto, which we are still in now for altcoins, we were at the bottom at the end of 2022. I believed there would be a mass calling to say that HODL is a scam, diamond hands is trash, never hold anything, and you should trade. I had a strong conviction this would happen. And what's been happening? That's exactly what's been happening. Many people are now saying you should not hold, you should trade, use this indicator, use this pairing. And I knew this would come. And that's precisely how you make money in the market. When the crowd believes in diamond hands HODL, okay, now diamond hands HODL works. The problem is they start believing it on the way up. That's when they believe in it. That's not when you're meant to believe in it. That's when you're meant to think about stuff. And they start believing in trading at the bottom. Precisely when you're meant to be a hodler again. And the crowd gives us clues. Now, what I'm going to demonstrate in this video, it's actually going to blow your mind because there's a kind man out there, CTO Larsson. He has a Larsson line, which is just some simple EMAs. Now, friends, remember my prophecy. I told you this was going to happen. I knew this was going to happen. Why? I can see the future. You are my friend. I can also see the future of you liking, subscribing, press the bell button, or shock the algorithm, family-friendly show. CTO Larsson went through 1,000 emails and letters. And he says, without a doubt, PlanB, who is this gentleman right here with the hat, anonymous hat, PlanB, he has a stock-to-flow model, one of my favorite models in crypto. It's one of the greatest stories you'd ever be able to tell people. Now, he believes PlanB, from all his emails, PlanB cost people more money than FTX, Celsius, Luna, Voyager, and everything else combined. He said, without a doubt, PlanB's model ruined them. Okay, now, I would like to tell people something. Firstly, don't blame an anonymous dude on the internet for you losing money, okay? You lost money because of greed, all right? You're not a bad person. We all get greedy. You know who else is greedy, by the way? People who bought Bitcoin at $100 and didn't sell at $1,000. That's greedy. Why? 10x isn't good enough for you? No, I want another 10x, and then it did. Now it's up 100x. Oh, they didn't even sell at 50K? They were up 500x. What, 500x isn't good enough for you? No. You understand? You need greed to believe in a brighter future. But when we take it too out of hand, of course, people come and get greedy at the wrong times. You ever hear that saying, be greedy when others are fearful? There's a time to be greedy. Now, we're going to listen to this clip from CTO Larsson. He's going to just quickly explain it to you.
Selected the top 3 reasons for failure in the crypto markets, and neither of them was security, like losing the keys. A clear number 1 was this. Based on 1,000 stories, PlanB cost more people more money than FTX, Celsius, BlockFi, Voyager, Genesis, 3AC, and Luna put together. I always suspected that, but now it's a fact based on these stories. I say PlanB here because he was the most influential representative of the last cycle, but there were many others like him. He and others.
So what we're looking at here is the CTO Larsson line, which is the indicator. Remember, it's just an EMA cloud, friends. There's every indicator you can possibly think of has been spliced and diced 50, 100,000, million, billion times. Every indicator is 50-50. It just depends where and how you use it, okay? By the way, where and how you use it, it's 50-50 as well. So it depends on the product you're trading. Now, in this video, Mr. Larsson does this very interesting snippet, okay, in the whole video. What he does is, he goes through this one dude's example, and this dude was in Phantom. Now, Phantom is on my record here. I made a 10x on USD and then another 12.8x. So like whatever, 120x, okay, in Phantom. So Phantom is a friend of mine. Thank you very much for moonshining that hard. But in the video, what happens is, there's a dude, he bought Phantom. Now, what I've done is I've got a free version of the Larsson line. If you want it, you just type in this, friends. Just go onto TradingView, type in Andres line, and don't forget, you just type in this. Look, this is not a secret. I'm gonna share with you why everyone thinks this is great, and then I'm gonna literally give you a reason. Literally 1 second later, I'm gonna show you how, if you do it, you're gonna get wrecked. Okay? Now, this is where the dude bought. The dude bought Phantom up the top. Okay? When I was selling, he was buying. And now he's down 92%. His 100K, so he says, I got 100K in FTM, now only worth 8K. So what Mr. Larsson does is he shows everybody an example. He goes, look, if you followed my indicator where you got in at your price, and you would have taken out a loss of 25% here, 25 or 30%. And then he says you would have avoided this whole move down, and then you would have bought here and then sold here for like a 20% gain, and you wouldn't have lost that much. You'd still have 80 to 100K, but right now you've only got $8,000. So basically saying, well, you suck. You should be a trader. All right. Let me tell you something. Okay. What I've done is, for the good people of this world, I went through manually, and I'm actually going to show you something. It's going to blow your mind. Okay. So yes, for Phantom, the way to go forward was to trade. But I want you to know something. This is always going to happen if you're in the moonshot. Do you understand? So if you have 1,000 coins, if you can pick for me the one coin that's going to do 1,000,000x, yeah, that's the one to trade the whole season. And you can't just pick it when it's too late, by the way, friends. You've got to pick it from the bottom. All right? So I've started this measurement from 2019 March. You didn't even know what Phantom was. You still don't even believe in ghosts. I'm barely blowing your mind with UFOs right now. So you had to pick the absolute moonshot king of all kings. And yes, then you will slightly outperform HODL. What I mean by slightly? Well, I'm going to show you what I did. Here's 100K, I went down to the bottom. What I did was, if you bought 100K worth at the start of Phantom, what I did is I actually said you bought and then you literally go down 92%. You understand, mate? You buy and you go down 92% after a year. It still turned into, worst case, 900,000 versus that's today. Literally today. You bought the top and then right today, you're still worth 900K. It was worth 13.5 million at the top. Okay. So if you buy with his indicator in terms of like, okay, just give me a period when the daily moving average goes up, whatever, and you never sold, it's worth $4.2 million today. Okay. So think about this number though. All right. Think about the 900K. Think about that 13.5 million 900K. All right. Now, what I'm going to show you, of course, I'm now going to give you a case for trading indicators. What I've done is I did his 100K starting and I added up all the moves. And guess what? You turn it into 24 million. And you think, oh my gosh, stop everything. Let me go get these indicators. I've got to trade. Not so fast. Okay. Remember what I told you. If there are 1,000 coins and you can tell me which coin is going to be the one that does 1,000x, yeah, trade it. Go and trade it. You're going to kill it. All right. Do you want to know the total result from this if you start from the bottom to the top? I think it ends up getting long like around here. Look at this. That's 710x. Isn't that wild? 710x to the top. If you actually get the bottom, isn't that crazy as well? 100K, that is 1,100x. So, let me tell you something though. Friends, listen to me. There were over 4,000 altcoins back at the top, all right? There were actually more than that. There was over 10,000. 10,000 coins. Are you going to tell me that you know which was the coin to be in from 2019? I'd like to ask you this. What's the coin that's going to go 700x from today? The coin that you know. Okay, you already know. You're like, oh crap, there's so many coins with like 10 million market cap or 50 million. Like, how do I even know that? You don't know. That's the problem. You don't know. There were so many other coins where this would have got you wrecked. I'm going to show you one. Now, what I did is, this is Polkadot. Okay, now remember, this Polkadot didn't do trash. Polkadot did the average altcoin return. If you got into Polkadot and then you sold when it flipped, you made a 2x. And then if you bought in again and then you sold with a flip, you made like 10%. And then if you got in here and then you sold down here, you've lost 16%. So think about that. So in one case, yes, oh wow, the 1,000x winning coin, I turned 100K into 42 million, or like I think it was 28 million after the trading and stuff. Like, oh wow, millions of dollars. Okay. But if you pick the coin wrong, your 100K, you made a 2x. You literally just made a 2x. Congratulations. Now, that's the interesting part, right? Where you go, well, you know, if you get in, how much do you have today? All right, you've lost 20% because it's down from that early entry. Fair enough. But look, when you're quoting me at the bottom of the bear market, right? There are going to be tipsy turns along the way. You see this part here, and this is what people don't know, friends. You see this part here where it flips blue, where you get like a buy signal. See, it goes on the blue, you buy, and then you get out when it turns red. These periods on the 1000x winner, these periods go absolutely moonshot for that one coin. But every other coin, they don't. Look how tough it can get. This is Bitcoin chart. If you bought Bitcoin at the bottom of the 2018 and 2019 bear, look at this. You buy and then you get out when it flips red, all right? So you made a 2x. But then look what happens, okay? You buy again up here and look by the time it converts down, okay? You get absolutely crushed. Now, this is crazy. This is crazy. You know what's funny, friends? I've got to tell you something, all right? Look closely into the indicator, okay? Look closely. Do you see this red candle, the zombie virus? You're looking at this thinking, oh no, I would have sold before the drop. No, you wouldn't have. You don't sell before. You have to sell after it confirms. So to do this, you actually, technically, you sell down here. You sell your Bitcoin at 4,800. So you take, look at this, you bought up here, all right, because you got to follow the indicator, right? If you're gonna follow the indicator or you're going to start guessing. So now you've lost 45% of your capital. And so I've added it here. You made 2x. Now you're back to break even. Now let's see where you come by again. You come by at $9,000 Bitcoin. And then you sell for a 4x. And what I've done is I've filled in these little fake outs. Look where it gets nasty, you see? Look at this, for example. These are the things that's going to happen in your altcoins, friends. You're going to buy the top, okay? And what's going to happen is by the time it flips down in your altcoin, so this is down like 20%. And what I've done is I've come back to fill it. Remember, this is Bitcoin, by the way, which is slowing down over time and meant to be like the bane of all the winning. And so when you go through all of that, all right, you now have a 4.2x in your Bitcoin. So you had $100,000 starting. Now you have 130K. So you finish. That's where you are, 430K. By the way, just let you know, right? Look at this right now. We're watching this today. You see this? See, you've sold on here. You've sold 25,000. This thing can go up to 30K. You've got to go buy back. Look at that. You've given away like 20% from your whole move as well. So just to show, these types of things, they add up. Okay, so you're going to wait for this to flip out green. So obviously, this is going to keep going into the future. But look at this. 430,000. But look when I started you, by the way. Look when I started you. I started you at $4,000. Okay, so this is already, this is just Bitcoin, by the way. You think, okay, Bitcoin's going to be able to move more slowly. You're able to trade it, etc., etc. So you're now seeing these gains get dwindled over time. So if you held, you'd have 695K, okay? Now, I know the thing is, most people say, look, Ben, why do people trade? Why do these hedge funds trade? It's because they can't stomach the loss. In a nutshell, that's why. It's because they say, you know what? I know, yeah, maybe if I hold for 10 years and these things are still around, okay, they're up a lot. But I can't bear the thought of watching the bad news and the price go down. I know they hate that so much. So what they do, they start trading. But here's the issue, friends. I've shown you, look at Polkadot. Okay, with Polkadot, you just wasted your whole time. With Bitcoin, you're still losing. You're losing here over time. So these are really important to go through in your mind. You go, wait a minute. There are now over 50,000 altcoins. How do I know I'm picking the right ones? And you know what the interesting part is? If you're trading off these indicators and doing this stuff, you're probably going to be checking out the top 100 altcoins, aren't you? All right, you're not going to be checking out like $10 million market cap trash. So you're checking these big altcoins, but this is the sad part. They've already done their big move to get here. Okay, so when you're supposed to be doing them, you never did them. But why didn't you do them? It's because you didn't know what SHIB was in 2020. It was 2 million market cap. It was 10 million. You had no idea. There are coins today that are like 20 million market cap that are going to get to 1 billion. And we have no idea what they are. There's a pool of like a few of them, 10 out of 10,000. I got no idea whatever they are. So with hindsight and survivorship bias, you can always fool yourself that the thing to do is to start putting on these indicators and to trade, etc. You know, one way to mitigate risk is what people will do is they'll never go all in on one coin. So that maybe they'll trade like a pool of all these coins. And look, if you want to do that and put your minds to do that, that's fine, okay? Because we're all on this one journey and you don't really know how much money you would have missed out if you're participating in this. But the way I see it, it's not the way I see it. I know statistically, okay, friends, statistically, your mind should be focused on, okay, how do I increase my salary at my work? How do I get more money? How do I raise more cash? How can I do whatever I can to just increase my quantity size? Because These trading things, they're slipping away. The only reason why they work is because crypto is hyper volatile to the upside. Okay, now we know they're starting to diminish over time. So by the way, you might say, well, if they're diminishing, shouldn't I be trading more? But here's the problem, okay? As they go up, you're going to be buying. Then they go down, then you're going to be selling. As they go up, you're going to be buying, down, selling. You're going to like be losing 20% and then 20% and then 20%. You'll be taking these losses when it comes to a normal range, whereas everyone else is just sitting and waiting for the mental illness zone to clear. So don't forget, friends, my prophecy, right? A Tropowich, friend of the channel. Uh-oh, this does not look good for us. Looks like a Ponzi. So that's what I'm talking about. We're at the bottom of the cycle. No one believes in HODL ever again, okay? That everybody's going to trade, and that's okay. Let them trade. How do you think people buy the tops for us, friends? This is what you want. And this is, you ever wonder why, like, who possibly is going to buy our bags at the top, okay? Well, I just showed you an indicator, okay? Just showed you right now. So this is the Bitcoin indicator for, you can be like, okay, dude, who's going to be buying Bitcoin at $40,000? Well, it's people, these funds, they don't have any emotion in it. They're like, okay, this weekly thing is now flipped blue and it's now a buy signal. Okay, let's get in and hold until it flips red. You see what I mean? They don't even care. But these are the people that are pumping up the bags. These are the people that ultimately end up getting wrecked, you know? But if that's the price you want to pay, if you want lower upside for the price of lower downside, go for it. The only problem is, I guarantee you won't be picking the coins that actually give that. There's a high chance you'll be wrecked picking the wrong coins because you think, okay, this coin was good to trade in the last cycle. It might be a good one again. Not one. If you tried to buy 2017 coins to do this for the next cycle, you got destroyed. For example, friends, and we're not going to go through all of XRP, but look at the damage you have to yourself when you're buying certain coins because you don't know the patterns. You're just trading off these indicators and stuff. For example, look what XRP did to you in the last bear market. You bought here, okay? You bought here, and then look, you take a loss of 37%, okay? And then look what happens. Look what happens. You buy again up here. Look, it flips green. Okay, you buy again, and then you take a loss of 30%. You see that? You're done. See you later. Your 100K, you lost 30% and then 20%. Oh my gosh. By the way, you think it's bad? Okay, look what happens again. Friends, it flips blue for a buy signal again, and look where you take out your loss. Okay, you sold the bottom of zombie virus. You lost 50%. 3 losses in a row. 25%, 30%, and 50%. Oh my gosh. Just think about that. So if you had 100K, all right, you lost 25%, you lost 30%, and then you've just lost half of your money again. Oh my gosh, you're down to 24K. Congratulations, you're wrecked. You're wrecked. Look what you make on the next cycle, by the way. Look what you make, okay? You buy here, and then, okay, the corrupt SEC. Here we go. Oh, you lost 3%. Oh my gosh. So your 24K is still 24K, and then you end up rebuying up here, and then you sell for 80%. Look at this disgusting move. Okay, so you times this by 1.888. Oh my God, you're back up to 46,000. Remember, you started with $100,000. How disgusting is this? Oh my God, look, here's another loss, by the way. There's another loss, friends. Look at this. You buy, okay, look, you have to be fair. It flips green up here. See this? It flips green on the next candle. So you buy up here, and then you sell down there. You lost 36% again. Oh my gosh, this is a bloodbath. I can't believe this. Okay, times 0.66. Oh my gosh, down to 30K. That's disgusting, by the way. Oh man, look how bad it is, by the way. Okay, I'm just going through. Look at this, loss after loss after loss. Okay, look at this. You buy again, and then you sell. Oh, did you just take another 28% loss? Yes, you did. 28% loss. Oh my gosh. You're at 24K. What is going on? Oh, yucky, yucky, yucky. Remember, you started with 100. You started with 100. And you bought at 30 cents. So if you just held today, you would have 170K. Okay, so 170K on XRP if you held. But since you traded this system, you got 34K. Congratulations, okay, whatever it is. 24K. Oh my gosh, it's even worse than I thought. Oh my gosh, that's disgusting. This is everything you need to know. XRP, right? It's good to trade. It did a big move before. You see, it's very hard to go through this and tell me what the winning coin is. I'm so glad we are blessed for me to show you this. That's why I'm begging you. Look, do what you want. I don't really care. I already know. I can see the future. In 24 months, people are going to tell me, I wish I held. Why did I buy these indicators? Why did I start trading? Okay, it's because I told you were my friend, but you started to deny it. Okay, remember, I'm here to look after you. The stock market people already know this, friends. Okay, you don't get this anywhere else. I literally just did. I just saved. Okay, in 20 minutes, I just saved you 2 years of blowing money. Literally 2 years in 20 minutes. What an investment you made. That's more than a 1,000x return. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button, all. Tell mom and dad, we're not going to trade. It doesn't matter what the system is. Long-term fundamentals always win eventually if you wait long enough. Catch you in the next one.